past few days have been such a blur.
I love you, baby, and you.
This is definitely says positive. I am freaking out. Do you remember the other day whenever you told me that there was a baby in my belly?
Yeah.
Did you know that you were right? I keep thinking that.
Huh?
You knew there was a baby in my belly before I did.
I love you. I love you.
If you guys remember a few vlogs back, Wilder had said that there was a baby in my belly, and if you saw the clip, then you would know I was like, no, there's not, and he was so adamant about there was, and even off camera he would say the same thing. Then I took a pregnancy test and it was negative, and Garrick ended up finding the pregnancy test in a later video if you guys watch, and the pregnancy test was positive, so he brings it to me and he's like, what is this? And so then I was like really freaked out, and I went and got a blood test. The blood test said that I was pregnant. I went and got a follow-up blood test after that to see if my HCG levels were rising, but they were just rising slowly. I ended up going to the hospital because I had super bad cramping. This was after the fact that I found out. I had super bad cramping, I was spotting, and so I called my doctor. I was like, hey, this is what's going on. She told me to go to the hospital, so I went, and then I got a blood test done again. HCG levels were rising again, but they were rising really slow. They kept saying, can't tell for sure if it's an ectopic pregnancy, because if you guys remember, I had one of those after Venture was born. So basically I was doing the waiting game, trying to figure out what was going on. I left the hospital with no answers. I ended up going back because the same thing was happening. I was just like, I felt like it just wasn't right. So I went back to the hospital, got my blood test done again. And this was the third time. And again, the same thing. HCG levels were rising, but they weren't very hopeful because they were rising really slow.
So that's a very slow rise at this point in the pregnancy. The progesterone level that we did was low, but it wasn't like way low. Like it was just underneath what we would consider normal for a pregnancy. With the slow rise of the HCG and the just barely under normal progesterone, probably looks like this may not be a good pregnancy. Okay. However, HCG did go up. Right. Would be to repeat your HCG level today. Let's see where it's at, because I have seen these situations where the HCG just barely increased, progesterone was just barely abnormal, didn't see really anything on ultrasound, and bring you back and lo and behold, there's a baby there.
But I was looking up a bunch of stuff, like getting in a rabbit hole every single night, or people had success stories about like their HCG levels rising and still having a viable pregnancy. And so I was kind of at that stage where I didn't want to be like happy about anything because I didn't want to be let down, but at the same time I know in my mind that I'm pregnant and my HCG levels are rising, which is, it's good that they were rising. So anyways, time went on, and then I finally got another blood test because the doctor was kind of worried because they were rising slowly, whatever. And I just recently got that blood test back, and levels, they went down.
Please hold for the next available agent.
Hi Melanie, my name is Zoe. Kim, the midwife, has been trying to reach out to me. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on.
Okay. All right, let's see. What is your date of birth? By your numbers, your blood work, she says that it does appear that you're having a miscarriage. So I guess we just need to get you scheduled to come in and talk to her to see what we need to do.
Okay.
Okay, honey?
Okay.
Have you been bleeding?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, usually with the quants, the hormone levels, they should rise, and they usually double in like 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But yours has went down, which is usually, like I said, an indication that you are miscarrying. Okay, are you having any pain or cramping?
Yeah, I have some cramping here and there. Would it be possible at all to just like double check and get another blood test?
Yeah, she's gonna give you, she'll talk to you about it. If you want to have another one done, she won't have a problem doing that. Just for reassurance for you and everything. But she would just talk to you about the options. If you don't fully, go ahead and pass everything, there's different things that we can do. Because you got to make sure you pass everything, to get your system, all of that out of your system, okay?
Okay.
Out of your uterus. Scale. You can't come in tomorrow? I can put you in at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, honey. I got you down at 2 o'clock tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
And that's going to be with Amanda. I don't know if you've met her before. She's super sweet, and she will guide you in the right direction, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. We'll see you then.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My doctor calls me with the results, and she said the HCG levels were not rising, and you need to come in so we can figure out our options, basically. So I have an appointment scheduled to do that. So basically my options are what she was explaining, to get a DNC done or to take this pill that essentially like passes everything for you. But there's risk with both of them, and one is like hemorrhaging and the other one, I've had my uterus open so many times that it's a high possibility that I could never have kids again. My uterus has been open so many times, basically, is what she explained to me and from my understanding. And some other medical things too. Oh man, I literally just want to get through this and not cry. It's just stupid.
You're entitled to your emotions.
I don't even know where I'm at. I think it just sucks that it was been such a roller coaster of emotions. Like one day it's like, I'll go to bed, think that the levels are rising, it's okay, it'll be fine. And then to get that call and say that they're lowered. I just can't believe that Wilder knew that there was a baby there before.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, why did he say that, actually?
They have like abilities like that, like knowing stuff like that. He literally called that.
Since finding that out, it's just been obviously very overwhelming.
And stressful.
Yeah.
And worrisome.
Yeah, there's like a lot of different emotions, and I'm already, as you can tell, very like emotional and very hormonal. The doctor was telling me that I'm already, or I'm about to. If it gets worse, then that's scary. But I'm like hitting a postpartum hormones.
Oh, no.
You know how like after
Yeah, I've heard it
postpartum,
bad.
because technically like I'm postpartum. I just have no control of my emotions. I could literally cry over not having a pickle right now.
I'm just gonna leave you alone. What, you want to do your pickles?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I've been just trying to do things with the kids, especially to fill me up in those ways, like. There's not a lot of videos about like going through stuff like this online, because you know when like something happens to you and like you YouTube it or whatever, you're just trying to find comfort in other people that might be going through the same thing. And there's not really a lot out there about like miscarriages and stuff and like that kind of loss. I was gonna try to like not post it, but like this is just so relevant in our life, and especially because I'm gonna have to do like the DNC and all that.
It just sucks.
I don't know, if anything, I hope it's comforting for somebody else knowing that like other
Someone else
people
is
go
going
through
through
that, and like all the emotions and stuff. They make me, I feel like I'm going crazy, actually.
I wish I could take all that from you.
Me too.
It's kind of shitty that the world gave that responsibility to
All to women. Yeah, but it's also a blessing too, because I couldn't imagine not like being able to have my own kids. Like that sucks for you that you can't have kids.
I love the same.
Wilder's been so sweet too recently, specifically Wilder. Like he knows that something's going on, and so he's just been like extra cuddly. Did you see the video? It was literally so sweet. He was doing that for like a straight hour.
I know I didn't have like a lot to say in that story because it's not really my story to tell. It's obviously her story to tell. It's what she's experiencing.
I do feel bad for you though, because I'm super cranky and moody and like.
That's normal. We've had 3 kids, so I've.
But also, you have to feel some kind of like emotions. As
Oh
well.
yeah, I do. Of course I do. I don't know. It's just like harder to have emotions about certain things like that because I have to deal with your emotions and the kids and just trying to be like the grounded one.
Yeah.
I want to say I appreciate everybody who's reached out and kind of just supported Zoe through this, and we're gonna make it through it. We'll definitely update you guys as we progress in this process.
Yeah, I don't know like how the videos are gonna go, like schedule wise and stuff.
But we'll definitely figure that out. Like Zoe was saying, hopefully somebody out there can kind of take something from this video.
I guess there's not a lot of videos about this because like it's a hard subject to talk about. I think it's just, I don't know, it's just difficult.
Yeah, so we're gonna end this video here. We'll see you guys in the next one.